A headline in Forbes today, May 28, 2019, reads that WWE viewership is tanking fast with no signs of slowing down. Well, maybe this is why, because we have another episode tonight that, while it might have been entertaining at parts, did nothing to further anybody's storyline. There was no real build. It feels like week in and week out, we're just on a stall. And guess what happens next week? We got a go-home show to a show we don't even care about. Let's try to mark out.
We are going to watch Battlegrounds, drink some Diet Pepsis, and talk about the Ascension.
I'm not angry. What the?
The longest-running weekly, overproduced, under-talented, episodic, sometimes echoing, often infighting wrestling podcast. And welcome to Tuesday Night SmackDown. I am your host, Adam Baum. It is time to review what we saw tonight for SmackDown Live. It is May 28, 2019. Joining me are the Killer Bees in studio. The first one, Bionic Mark himself. Brian, what's going on?
Hey, hi. Where's the Ascension? No Ascension on SmackDown.
Well, I believe Bob is also on the phone line. Bob, can you tell us, did the Ascension get lost in the wasteland?
I'm not sure, but one thing I am sure of is that article in Forbes is dated May 3rd.
Still, it's tanking fast. Then what's it at now?
It's gone up the past couple of weeks.
How much?
May 3rd, not today.
So is that why they booked Taker next week?
Oh, now they got to do that to hype the show from Jenna.
Yeah, let's before we get into it, we're gonna do a lot of we're gonna do You Good, we're gonna do the awards, and then we're gonna get into a little bit of extended dirt sheet to make up for what we didn't talk about last night. But before we get into this, I don't give a crap about the Saudi show.
No.
Okay, I don't think anybody does.
It's not a Saudi show. It's from Jenna.
Well, my point being is they should just do the show, make it a house show. You can't watch it the right time anyway live. They have the long prayer break. Why don't you just make this a network thing, and that's it, and be done with it, Brian? No. They're writing it into storyline and TV.
He's saying
by having Undertaker on here, by having Ziggler attack Kofi. I'm saying truly, like not even show the Triple H Orton promos. For that build. There's no reason to have that even build going on.
But they're saying that it's equal to or exceeds WrestleMania. So how can it be like that type of a show if it's not on like mainstream?
Because there's literally no fans that chant in there. Half the people are, like you said, Brian, playing on their cell phones or walking around like this.
It's a business show completely. Nobody gives a shit. They're only there because they have to be there.
And that's my point, Bob. Then why write any aspect of it into
Undertaker
your TV
versus Goldberg. Look, you don't want to. I know nobody here wants to admit it, but that actually is going to sell a few subscriptions.
Okay, well now what about this then? Because I'd demand a refund if I got to watch Baron Corbin and Seth Rollins.
You have my fucking password, you asshole. So
okay.
Well,
I'm excited. You know what?
Brian,
I'm not going to watch any of the show, but I think it's the Roman effect. I know the internet hates it, and you guys got to hate it too, but Baron does the job of a heel way he's supposed to do it.
Yeah.
And he has been fun the past two shows he's been on. That pay-per-view, when he fucking went on a tear, and the audience was like, they had to chant, "We still hate you," even though they were cheering as he went through every member of that match.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're not going to book Baron over in Jeddah is my point.
And he was fun last night, too.
Well, anyway. Brian, who's with us on the board?
We got Shoji up there. Shoji C. Christopher Stikelether.
Soji.
Bang Bus. What's up? What's up? Jesus. Juan Rodriguez. What's up?
Juan.
And Rocky. We got Rocky up there. Rocky.
Hey,
Early.
Rocky, welcome back.
Yeah.
Soji says, hey, Adam, you will see the fans in the front not care about the Jetta show either. Yeah. I mean, I think, Soji, your wording's wrong there. He calls them fans. I think they're just showing up to kiss ass to the prince. He's the only fan. I mean, I don't mean that even, Brian, as an insult. I mean that literally.
No, it's accurate.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
accurate.
You know what? You know what it
Yes.
reminds me of, and I know that you're an It's Always Sunny fan. Remember that
Yes.
episode when they're just passing the fish back and forth? Like I feel like that's what they're doing with the guys just getting up and down out of seats. Like they're just walking around just
no
for the sake
reason.
of walking around. Yeah, I don't fucking get it.
They're like, yeah, bring Bob to the stage. Brian, you take
Yeah,
his seat
just
as a
shuffle
seat
around.
filler.
I don't know.
Adam, you're going to get up. Bob's going to take your seat. We'll just play musical chairs. Anyway, it's time to play, Bob. Are you ready?
Yay!
You good?
All right, so for those of you that are new to the show, we're going to run down what happened tonight. And Bob, Brian, if you guys don't want to talk about it, we don't have to. All you got to do is simply say, you're good. We're going to kick it off with the first point of the night, which is where we started. The KO in-ring promo that, of course, followed. We'll tie it all together, kind of talk here all the way to the end of the match between KO and Kofi that spawned out of this promo. Brian, Bob, you want to talk about this one?
You can kick it off, Bob.
Yeah. KO is underutilized and is fantastic on the mic and fantastic in the ring. Kofi is a solid hand who really needs support on the mic.
But okay, yes, he does. I don't disagree with that about the mic skills. I don't think he needs the level of support KO could provide him. In the ring, I think Kofi can hold his own. However,
No,
this is the
in the ring or on the mic?
in the ring.
Okay, in the ring. No, he's a solid hand.
Right,
Look,
but
I've
this
never-
is the
I've
second
never
time, Bob, that
hidden that I don't think Kofi's a world champion.
Okay, but this is the second time he's had a match with KO that has been all KO and then Trouble in Paradise, and
Yeah.
Kofi wins.
Because he's a good hand. He's a good.
But you've seen this
mid-carder.
match. But you've seen this exact match. That's what I'm saying. Not that you've seen KO beat Kofi, or not that you've seen them wrestle before.
Yeah.
The last time these two fought at the pay-per-view, you saw this match. This exact match.
I don't think you and I are disagreeing at all.
No, I'm asking why. Well, you said that you wanted to talk about this. I don't see it. What's different. What's changed?
I don't think there's nothing different. I said I think Kofi's a decent hand who needs help on the mic. I don't. There's nothing new here. This is KO with Kofi.
Yeah,
I don't think that Kofi's not a world champion.
Is it
He's not.
is it weird for him not to have those guys by his side? You know, is this kind of telling? Because it's a few weeks now where he hasn't really had, his sidekicks, or if you want to call it, even say mouthpieces.
Well, Brian, go
with
into
him.
your time machine.
Yeah.
Back to when New Day was first formed.
Mm-hmm.
The reason Kofi got put with them is because of his mic skills not being up to par.
Was it? I mean, I don't know. At the time, I don't know if it was all that. I think at the time, a lot of the guys.
Kofi's
didn't
been
really
a bad
have anything to do.
promo most
well,
of his
yeah,
career.
Yeah, I wouldn't say bad, but
Well, not.
Biggie
I mean,
is
not
the complete
bad.
guy.
Yeah.
I would say Kofi, good in the ring, not great on the mic. Xavier, good on the mic, not great in the ring. Big E is your star, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping when he comes back, we can finally have enough of this pancake nonsense and we get a good heel turn.
And you know what?
And-
What I was thinking about too, like with everyone, like I feel like with a lot of the heels currently, they're having the same not problem, but they're all just kind of blaming the crowd. They're blaming them for something. At least Daniel Bryan, like when I don't want to get ahead of anything, but when at least he blames them for like a specific reason. He's blaming them because they pollute or they do something bad to the
Yeah,
environment.
that's the voice of Vince.
What's that?
It's the voice of Vince.
Right. So I just feel like it's the same thing, just with like a lot of different people on their television.
Here's the thing, though, Brian. What it's all about is this. is if you have characters, truly built characters, it shouldn't matter what platform they take. A lot of guys are going to overlap in your opinions. You know, like in a coin flip, there's only heads or tails. Okay, there's only so many decisions that we can pick. So a lot of opinions and stuff and the way they interact with fans is going to overlap. It's the character development that's lacking that would make you recognize the difference. There's something different by the way Jericho shits on the fans. I know we're going to mention AEW at some point. Might as well break that can right now. The way Jericho talked to the fans about how he was, of course, going to win, and the way MJF talked to the fans. Both very, very different, but what they were saying was the same. Like, they were shitting on fans. I mean, there's only so many things you can do, but both of them built their characters in their promos against fans. Sammy, the very first night, I felt built his character. Ever since, it's been a recycle. Tonight here, it's another recycle.
I honestly, I thought it was a go-home show. The entire time I was watching, I'm like,
oh,
okay, yeah, we've got the Super Showdown this weekend, so this is why it's like this.
It's not even this weekend. It's
No,
the
I know.
weekend after
No,
next.
I know.
Yeah,
This is NXT.
that's what he's saying is he got confused because he thought that based on what happened here.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah, no, we got to bring those ratings back up when Taker gets here Monday. That's very important.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Anything on the board, Brian?
Well, Rocky Patel says, I was happy to see multiple segment match start SmackDown Live instead of at 49 minutes and at 49 minutes of talking, which is true. I mean, speaking about Raw.
Yeah. What was it? I think Rob last
53
night.
minutes.
53 minutes, right.
Yeah, Rob.
Yeah.
Rob said it last night. It was like we got 90 seconds or something in the first hour of wrestling.
First 45 minutes were
Whatever it was, it was horrible.
And Shoji just chimed in. We got a whiny Ziggler attacking Kofi, and tonight we open with Owens getting pinned. Okay.
Yeah, Bang Bus says, I bet my house that Dean was leaving was a work, and that was all because his source was Bob.
Oh, sources.
So, Bob, you owe Bang Bus a house,
Homeless
apparently.
bitch. Sorry.
Can he put a tent in your backyard, he's asking.
Can't put a tent shit.
What about a
You
yurt?
bet dumb.
What about parking one night his RV in your
No.
driveway?
No.
Wow, you're cold
No.
as ice.
I keep the audience at an arm length.
paradise.
Anyway, so I'm good. You ready to move on, guys?
Oh, no. Okay. I do want to cover
no,
one
no,
thing
no.
because Signs got fucking snatched tonight after this first match.
What'd
you're
you
not MJF or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
And Save Us Triple H. Right up front.
Wow, really? There was a Save Us Triple H right up front? That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's so
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I mean, well, I wonder if there's got to be somebody at one of these doors that is a mark and is like, yeah, you can bring that side.
Bring it in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
You just got to grease him. You just got to grease him.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm good.
You stick one poster to the other, so they only see the one, and when you get in there, you just kind of do the tearaway tape, and you got your
Rob knows all the tricks.
I do.
Yeah. Hey, Rob.
You could hide it in a taco. That's our executive producer joining us, by the way. Brian, you good?
I am very good.
Bob?
I am very good.
All right, let's move on to segment number 2. God damn it.
What?
It's Shane McMahon Appreciation Night, and we got Drew and Elias wasting their talent to take Superman punches as they follow Shane.
Well, that didn't happen just yet. It was a teaser.
Well, yeah. Oh, sorry. I guess
Getting
we're
ahead of
talking about
yourself.
this. Sorry. That's the teaser here. I guess we'll
We
talk
had our
about that
fourth
later.
person in the lineage of the 24/7 title.
Yeah, R-Truth, Carmella running in the ring. This all ties together, Brian. This is going to circle back at the main event, but this is everything. This is Shane. This is Drew. This is Roman. This is Elias.
This is the most
This is-
exciting part of the show because it's got the countdown to Christie's Knows the Best season premiere.
Well, what I think, I do want to talk about this for 1 second. You just
Chrisley?
gave a push to Elias in this whole feud with Roman Reigns, right? Everybody thinks he's getting some kind of push by being on TV. At the pay-per-view, he lost to one Superman punch and a 3 count was the entire match. The entire match. Tonight, he, in a 3-on-1, takes the title that means nothing, holds it till after the main event's over, so that Roman, who doesn't even want it, can hand it back to R-Truth. What the
It's a
hell?
mid-card title.
This isn't even a mid-card title. This is the Benny Hill title. As long as they're running, this is the Benny Hill title. The hardcore title was never this bad, Bob.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Soji says Benny Hill title. Hey, the board is saying they're good. They don't even want to talk about this. I guess that's all I have to say. Brian, Bob, do you have anything else? I mean, nothing
You can't say something
changed.
stupid and then just want to move on. The hardcore title was the most fucking ridiculous thing of the shows.
Right? This is more
It
ridiculous,
was
is
in a
my
Chuck
point.
E. Cheese playground.
But the problem, the difference, I guess, with this is that there is no like start of a match. Like at least with the hardcore title, like you at least like you knew you were getting like I don't know Raven versus or whoever the fuck it was. Raven
Well,
versus Test.
there were actual booked matches.
Right. This
hate
is
that
just
It wasn't
show
just
up.
the 24-hour rule.
I hate to keep saying it, but it's just a fucking game of tag.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
a game
really.
of tag with a shitty belt.
Okay. All right.
Look, Rob's got it. Oh, wait, Brian pinned him. Now Brian's got it. Nope, Bob pinned him. Oh, Rob got it back. Oh, here, Adam's got it. No, Shane, Steph. Oh, here, who
There's
fucking
been 4
cares?
people to hold the title.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
It's the farmer's daughter.
Right. I'm waiting for a female to get it. And you know at some point in the lineage of this belt, unless they pull the plug before then, Hornswoggle will hold it. Hell, I think Bob has a chance of holding it.
I bet Vince gets it for once, for like half an episode.
Probably something stupid where the champ is knocked unconscious, and then so is Vince, who falls on him, and the ref just decides to count for no reason. That'll be the gimmick.
Or Linda pins him.
Yeah. Anything on the board before we move on, Brian?
Huge.
Let's see. I mean, everyone is pretty good. Bang Bus, yeah. Roman Elias fight. Shane is Shane. We're good.
Yeah. Let's do it. We had a long show last night, and there's not a lot here to talk about. So sorry if we're gonna run through it. We're gonna slow down in the next couple segments, but this one we're keep the train rolling. Daniel Bryan and Rowan in-ring promo poking fun at how bad the tag division is. You want to talk about this, Brian?
I mean, this was interesting in the fact that they were, this was another thing where it kind of seemed like they were not necessarily going at Vince or the I guess the state of WWE as a whole, but they kind of were, just saying that the whole tag team division is kind of essentially garbage, and then turning it into the whole don't pollute, blah blah blah, which is great.
There's
And
only 2 tag teams on Raw.
yeah,
I mean,
well,
on
and
SmackDown.
that was it. You saw it. But I
almost had a
did like
Brian moment trying
What?
to name the tag teams, but then I realized there aren't any.
Heavy Machinery won, and the Planets Tag Team Champions.
Are
But
they the Planets Tag Team Champions? Did they get
the
this-
Universe. No,
Oh.
Planets.
I thought they were. I call them eco-friendly. Did they give themselves a name?
No, but that's what the announcers. That's what they
Captain
refer them as.
Planet.
Well, that doesn't count.
The
announcers
Planets
don't
Tag
count.
Team Champions. But I did like the fact that they were actually, it seemed like they were pointing out the fact that there is no division. So hopefully they do something with this. I don't think they will. I think this was just a promo.
Hey, Rob, Bang Bus is reminding us of the colons. I think he means colognes.
The Colons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's AOP? Are they Raw or are they SmackDown?
They're injured and in
They're
trouble.
Doghouse.
Yeah.
No, I mean
Injured
they're-
in Doghouse.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not Doghouse.
Where's Ascension?
Ascension? Probably doing awesome fucking things.
Wasteland.
They're probably doing so fucking awesome right
They're
now.
getting repackaged somewhere.
No, they're probably in the gym. Have you seen Connor lately? Bro is
I
jacked.
don't even know which one is Connor.
Bro is yoked.
Okay. Which one's Connor?
He's not Victor.
The not funny one?
He's
Or
the one that doesn't
other
have.
not funny
He doesn't
one?
have the devil lock, right down the front. He wears the face paint.
Wait, that's the Misfits.
They both
Yeah.
wear face paint. Big guy or little guy?
No,
Glenn Danzig or one of his brothers?
the one that wears spikes.
The one that sews his mouth shut.
The one that has an apron
Okay,
on.
the big guy. All
Yeah,
right.
there you go.
The one that has an apron on.
Well, pumpkin guts.
That's how good of a tag team they are. We can't figure out which one's the big guy.
Okay,
No,
but
it's Connor.
But instead, can I just say this? Like having Tucker and Otis come out because they're the only tag team there. Is it a push? I mean,
No.
they're contenders
it's a
by
test. It's a
default.
test run.
Push by proxy.
No, they got two. NXT's going to have 4 tag teams do a ladder match, and 2 of them are going to be going to disappear afterwards and come to SmackDown.
Bang Bus saying Connor should be jacked. He goes to work to eat.
Who are you picking? Wait, which 2 teams are coming up to SmackDown after this pay-per-view.
This just popped in my head. This is not my official prediction. I'm just saying if
Oh,
Dawkins.
no, that's what I want to. I want to hear what popped in your head.
it would be
it's
it would
Dawkins and company.
it would be Lurkin, Oni Lorkin and Birch and Profits. If I was going to pick two, they'd bring up. It'd be those two.
Yeah, but Birch and Lorcan would. I mean, here's the other thing about that, Rob. I'm not
Neither
saying
team is ready.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm
know
saying
about
that if you do that, you leave two tag teams behind. Because you and I ran down the division when Brian was absent a couple Mondays ago, and there's 4 teams on their roster currently. If you gut them of 2.
Yeah.
That leaves undisputed. That leaves the same situation we got on SmackDown right now.
But no.
And you take the 2 that are not ready to move up.
Okay, I don't agree with that statement at all.
Yeah, Birch and Lorcan don't
I
even
know
have a
you
name.
don't. Well, you've got investment, but
Yeah, the
I
Birch
don't,
and
know.
Lorcan.
I don't have investments. I
okay, all right.
can't even talk to the guy.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
No,
You're right.
I just don't think. I don't agree that they're not ready. I think both.
They're not ready. They're not ready.
What have you?
Loney and Orkin can't cut a fucking promo to save their life,
And
and
He said
only
Loney
half
and Orkin.
of the Street Profits are any good.
Loney and Orkin.
okay, well, only half the team has to be any good. Fucking Marty Jannetty.
Oh, that other guy is dead fucking weight.
Dude, Dawkins has enough charisma to carry them. You'll see.
Dawkins is going to get watch.
That should happen.
That team will get split up quick.
Curse of greatness.
I can't remember his name, but the really talented member of the Street Profits, he will not be in the team long. Vince gets a one look at him. That guy's getting a singles push.
Oh, well, no doubt. But that doesn't mean they wouldn't bring them up.
I don't think I think Triple H will try and hide them for a little while longer.
Okay. Again, it wasn't my official prediction. I'm just saying if I'm looking at if I'm doing conspiracy theories and I'm looking at SmackDown's roster having one tag team on it, and I'm having a fatal two. I see a fatal 4-way at NXT where one team has been a bridesmaid like fucking 5 times. They would probably get a bump up if they don't win this time, right? And Loki, and Loki or Lorcan, whatever.
And Oni.
Yeah, because you worry if they don't win it. Rob, how many teams have debuted ahead of them in line?
Right.
You know, that would just continue.
So I don't know.
But they're not ready. I mean, at the same time, but hell, Tyler Breeze just went back down. Who knows what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
You good, Brian? Anything from the board?
Stike is saying to me, Birch and Lorcan need to stay solely in NXT and NXT UK. I agree with that.
Yeah, they should just be on NXT UK. I don't even think the NXT audience can appreciate
So
that.
is that how it works? Is it like a marriage? Like they have like dual citizenship where, because one's British and one's from fucking Boston or whatever, and they could just go back and forth to NXT and NXT UK because one of their guys is
Oh yeah, it's like Jinder being from India. It's fine.
Right.
Nobody needs to know. Hey, Black Arrow, welcome back.
Yeah. Let's see. Shoji saying fine guys, 2 NXT UK guys will invade Takeover and take the tag titles as a surprise. Maybe I don't think so.
Yeah, where is the War Raiders at?
The Viking Raiders?
The
Whatever.
Viking Experience?
Yeah.
It's a very good question.
The Raw Raiders?
They just disappeared because Vince forgot about them.
They're with
They're in Valhalla.
Wait, I know what happened.
What?
The Superstar Shakeup broke up the Riot Squad, and the one girl's injured. So, and the other girl's married to one of them. So they all have to be off TV.
I love his expert analysis of the one girl and
What?
the other girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's who?
Why do they all have to be on off TV?
Don't ask him again.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't ask.
Okay,
Don't
cool,
ask about
never mind.
women. Yeah.
All right, next is Bailey. She had a match against Lacey, and are they, Brian? This is like a heel or face thing. Is Charlotte and Lacey on the same page?
Well,
or?
that's what I was gonna say. To go before that, they had their little tea party in the
So
back.
we do want to talk about this, obviously.
I mean, they formed a slight alliance. Obviously, it kind of fizzled out after the match.
It gives us something to talk about besides another potential Charlotte and Bailey. I know that they're just renewing that rivalry, but I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now Lacey can just go back to Raw, where she belongs.
Okay.
That's right. She was a wild card.
They're all
Yeah.
going to be wild cards. There's no divisions. There's no anything anymore.
Talk about not ready.
Who,
Yeah.
Lacey?
Yeah. No. I 100% agree with that. 100%. She should have stayed down for at least another year.
R2.
I see great potential, but wow, she was not ready.
No.
And the other weird thing is she got pulled up to a roster full of girls that have the similar look to her, the blonde, the whatever. There's nobody down in NXT now that's like her.
What's the whatever?
But blonde with big cans kind of gets the fast track.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm
Bring
saying
up the big titty blonde.
I can name you
I mean,
5.
Dana Brooke.
Yeah, you have Dana Brooke, you have Natty.
I'm the collector.
If you want to count them, you have Alexa, you have Charlotte, you have Lacey, you have you have Lana. There's 6 that I just named on the main roster. Name me one on the bottom roster.
You go in Vince's office, a bunch of glass cases. Get in your cage.
Get in your case.
I got a special one for you, Lacey, until the next new girl.
You want to get let out? Talk to Tori Wilson. She's a Hall of Famer. That's how you got to get out. I don't know. That wasn't great.
That was not a good ending to that. Thank you.
Bad segue. Well, it's women's segment. Rob, you want to join in?
I'm talking.
All right, Bob, you got an opinion?
I was kind of giving it the whole time, but yeah, we're good.
On Bailey, you mentioned Bailey?
Was
And
it
you mentioned-
No, this is a fun match.
It really wasn't. It was a good match. It was bad.
The match was good. I would rather see this be a program and get Charlotte the fuck out of there. Like, I would not mind if Bailey was going, I'll take on new challengers, and now Lacey was entering the ring. Her match against Becky being her second match on the main roster and the first being to a jobber was what my problem was with her. I have no problem her building up, and I thought this was a decent match and it had a good finish.
Yeah.
Most women's
But
matches
now
don't
we're
have
going
a
to be
good
back
finish.
to Bailey versus Charlotte.
Right, exactly.
But what about
So
the fact
that's the silver lining,
But
Bob.
they obviously there was tension between Lacey and Charlotte after the match. Obviously, they had the little scuffle, and then Charlotte kind of beat her down, but then Lacey got up, and she kind of stood tall. But I don't know if they're setting up a match between the two of them, which would be kind of weird because obviously they're both
the queen and the lady.
right. They're both both heels, brother.
Was there more than one women's segment tonight? Or
Yes.
There's 2.
Yeah.
All right.
That
The,
and then
the other one wasn't great.
Mandy Rose and
Yeah, okay. You lost
It was
me.
a setup.
You
They
lost
were
me.
setting up for. Actually, the setup was more the backstage bit.
I don't know. I wasn't even in.
what'd you say?
The setup for.
Oh.
They're clearly about to do something. Mandy Rose and
Ember.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ember Moon.
We are all excited about this conversation.
Oh yeah. Well, it was Ember was so Mandy Rose and
fake
what
it.
the fuck Hair Up and Square Up. They were walking around backstage.
Absolution 2.
Yes. Mandy Rose is on the cover of Women's Fitness. It was hers. I believe it was
Oh, I mean,
so she's passing out, just magazines to fucking production assistants, blah blah blah. And then we see Ember just chilling on a fucking stage case, just reading, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Oh, that's where they booked her so they don't forget her.
Yeah, she was just chilling, just reading backstage.
Yeah, why not? That's the
Vince, do I get a case? No. Go. Do I get my own glass case? No. Go sit on a road case.
good, yeah, I don't want you in the office.
Here's a book.
That's a spot-on impression.
Let's hear yours. You have one?
No. Hey, everybody. Rob wins.
All right, cool.
Yes.
So I'm good. You good?
I'm good.
All right, let's do it. Next. Good. Next we have. I have to mention this as a separate topic. I just want to mention separate. It sounded closer to septic. You're right. It sounded closer to that.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring this up as a separate topic, but I don't want to talk about it myself. I just want to make sure you guys don't. Hey, Jinder Mahal becomes the first unsuccessful person to try and win the 24/7 belt.
No.
I don't think that's true.
No.
No,
God,
they've had other people try.
Yeah.
No, but I mean one that.
Yeah,
What?
they've
No,
had
one that
They've
was.
had other people try.
One that what? Every episode we've had multiple pin attempts.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
The
Yeah. No, you're
memorial.
wrong.
Try
the
to weasel your
memorial-
way out of this.
You're wrong.
No. Last
Adam, you're
night there
just
was
wrong.
3.
Yeah.
Last night there was 3.
The first week-
at the memorial thing. I don't remember any in the first week.
There was.
So then how did you just say that this is the first one and then say last night there were 3?
This is.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Jinder Mahal
Admit
has not
you-
been in a spot forever. Now he's in a featured spot
That's
to
not
kick
what you
out
said.
there.
It's not what you
That's
said.
not what you said.
not
I
what
said
you-
he's the first guy to lose legitimately. It was 3 quick pins at a picnic. This was just him standing alone. It wasn't a.
That's not the rules. The rules are anywhere. The picnic counts.
Oh, look, Rob's going to get on his high horse.
And those
I'm not on my high horse.
He
Yeah,
like
he's
turned
not-
and got engaged, and he
don't-
got that little
No,
face.
no. Don't
He's not
try.
on it.
Don't try
Yeah,
to
he
flip.
wanted to pounce.
Don't try to flip it on me and try to make
Adam,
me into the
you're
target.
just
You fucked up.
fantastically wrong. You said something dumb. We all pointed it
Just
out.
admit it.
I'm
Admit it.
We can't move on
Just
until
say
you-
I said something dumb.
I'm not
say
going
I said
to admit anything.
Say I said something
You
dumb.
pulled a Raw.
Here, watch. Oh, look at that. I can mute all of you. Now you don't have to say anything. This is the best thing ever. I don't have to do anything that I don't want to do. Peer pressure, motherfuckers.
God. Oh.
I hold the ultimate thing. Good. Next up.
It was the first if you don't count the previous 3.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
What do you think? I don't know about you, but like some people don't like to wait. Apparently, your boy Alistair, he's cool to have pre-taped promos about how he wants to wait.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh,
wanna
I like
talk-
this. I like this promo a lot.
You want to talk about this then? Okay, go for it.
Dude, did you not like this promo?
I don't like the angle of hey, we're not booking you on TV, so you just cut tape segments that say you're waiting for the right moment.
Covered it. The promo covered it because it's not. Everybody keeps waiting for him in these promos he's cutting in the backstage, or in whatever goth place he's hanging out at. That they're waiting for him to, Roman Reigns, I got a problem with you. He clearly said, "Right, I've been waiting for somebody to call me out, to pick a fight with me." He's putting himself at an above level instead of chasing somebody down that he wants to start a fight with so he can make his main roster debut. He wants somebody to be dumb enough to think they're going to make a name on him.
Right.
I liked it a lot. I thought it was very well written.
Okay, but what happens, Bob, when they don't see this booking through and he finally does debut and loses?
Well,
when he's going 50-50 booking in a matter of 3 weeks,
and then fucking
it'll be all for naught. But for right now, they're doing something right.
Yeah, you can't just bring that up because that's going to be the answer for everything. Everything's going to get fucked up by this.
Well, what I'm saying is, imagine this promo, Rob, with Ricochet's record lately. He cuts it.
No, I can't. But you're moving ahead into the future.
Yeah, you're
right now. The promo for tonight was well done.
My opinion on it is, and I didn't watch. I'm just going off what you're telling me, but he was tagged with Ricochet, which I always thought was a mistake. I mean, they're great together, but it was a mistake.
Yeah.
So this is a reset for him. Get him off of TV. Let people kind of forget about him and Ricochet so you can bring his dark aura back to him.
No, the way you could bring his dark aura is not cutting these promos. Have him stand in the ring, do the mystique that made him such a commodity of NXT was that mystique that everybody could talk about. What is he thinking? What are his motives? What is his gimmick?
Or he could be the second person to try to pin for the 24/7.
Yeah, he should have been in the fucking in the picnic yesterday.
Technically, it would count as 1.5.
He should have been in.
This takes him out of that mid-card mud.
1 3/4.
Instead of it being, I'm just going to call out some random mid-carder, it is somebody's going to have to call him out. Somebody's going to pick a fight with him.
Well,
now it makes.
What if nobody does?
Aleister Black a bigger name now.
So what if nobody does?
2 weeks
what if
from
it
now
becomes Mojo Rawley talking into a fucking mirror and he shows up as a broken Cobra soldier with a cracked egg on his face?
It was good tonight. They're doing the right thing thus far. They will probably drop the ball. But until that shit happens, they've done the right thing. It doesn't make sense for a guy to just walk out on the stage.
Yeah.
I say dark things. I am dark. I can't go to Saudi Arabia. All right, I'm just going to go to the back now. Like, that shit is dumb. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Whenever people just cut promos and then you have to suspend the disbelief that they're darkness, all right, cool, I'm heading back to catering. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Not being in the arena, doing a videotaped promo where he gets to say his crazy dark shit, and now it's, I'm not the one to call one of you fuckers out. You come for me.
Yeah.
What do you think about
the right step for that character?
Hey, somebody other than Bob, what do you think about somebody like Murphy calling him out, or does it have to be somebody like Randy?
It'd be fantastic.
Like, could it be Buddy Murphy that calls him out and
I'd
tries
like
to make a name for each other and elevate each other, or does he have to have somebody like Randy?
No, that'd be fantastic. And then Buddy Murphy can take a pin.
It's not going to be with Buddy Murphy. You guys are nuts.
Well, no, Bang Bus is suggesting those two feuds, and I think they're a very good dichotomy, Brian. You have an upper-tier 14-time champion Randy Orton calling Alistair out, or do you have Buddy Murphy saying, I'm going to make a name for myself at your expense, the exact thing that Bob was just talking about. You know, like, what's better? Is it a veteran or is it another guy?
Go the veteran. And then you can have a laser tattoo removal loser leaves town match. And then fuck it.
Loser. Loser.
Between Randy and Alistair.
Loser.
Whoever loses gets their tattoos removed.
No. How about just the sleeve?
Match.
How about just the sleeve? Loser loses a sleeve.
No, I'm all tattoos.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Bob, on this one before we move on?
Nope.
All right. Flush and wipe. Good. Next, we're just going to close it down one more time. Shane McMahon. It's his appreciation night. He's killing Elias and Drew. Roman punching everybody once and winning isn't helping matters. Any clue? Like Austin, I'm not misremembering, right? Austin lost a fucking ton of times to McMahon on the chase.
Austin got his ass beat, but he never lost. He didn't lose as much as people want to remember.
Yeah, not to Vince.
I like to remember he managed to win the Rumble on a hook or crook. Like he just, after getting beat to shit in the bathroom, he was able to come back and win it. I remember Big
Austin
Show
got cheated a lot.
Yeah, I remember Big Show threw him out into the cage and the cage broke and he fell. That's how he won there. But a lot of times he lost.
He got cheated.
Yeah, you can't do this feud with Roman Roman's not cheating. He's beating people 2-on-1.
No, I'm not saying Roman. I'm not saying Austin cheated. I'm saying Austin got cheated out of a lot of stuff by Vince.
Right, and here that's my point,
look,
Bob.
Austin is no. I mean, Roman is no Austin. Let's not even.
I feel like they're trying to do that.
Line.
I feel like they're trying to do that. Why else would they be having him included in this way? And my point being is Austin did get cheated. You can beat Austin in a cheat without ruining him. Why don't they explore that more is why I want to talk about this. Why don't they explore that more with Roman where they beat him on a cheat because it doesn't hurt him? Cena lost on cheats all the time. Hogan lost on cheats all the time. All the big names that had fan bases lost on the cheat because you felt bad for him.
Because he has a Superman
Because
punch.
Vince doesn't want another Cena. He doesn't want another Austin. He wants another Hogan.
Another slogan?
Hogan.
Another Hogan.
Oh, I thought he said slogan.
Didn't sound like slogan.
Wow.
Believe that.
I mean, that's what Roman is. Roman's not in the vein of Cena. He's not in the vein of anybody else except for Hogan.
Rock
and
wrestling.
That's Vince's biggest mistake.
And can I just say that Drew looks like a pussy.
That's my
He looks like a pussy.
thing.
I mean,
So does
don't-
Elias.
He's getting really devalued.
So is Elias. So is anybody that Shane is touching. He killed Miz.
Yeah.
To me, he killed Miz. I am
I
so
don't think he killed
disinterested.
Miz.
No, Miz is gone from him.
No, but
He's outside of that.
Yeah,
fucking-
But we used to be
Tornado.
all on Miz's jock.
Miz's
Now we're
stock.
not.
I'm
Miz's stock.
still think Miz is the best babyface on SmackDown. I mean,
Okay.
on Raw.
Well,
A baby face.
Miz's
Miz.
stock dropped once he fucked with Shane.
Yes, exactly. And overfucked with him, Rob. It's not just like he had a 2-month thing.
Yeah.
He had a 7-month thing. I'm not even sure if it's over. Bangla says, bring back Drew Galloway. Okay.
That's the same fucking. Okay.
Anyway, this
Part of me thought that I was like, oh, maybe they're elevating the 24/7 because R-Truth interrupted and all that, and then I was like, maybe Shane's gonna pin him. Maybe Shane's gonna go to fucking Saudi Arabia with the 24/7.
And instead, they degrade it because Roman's like, I don't want that belt.
Exactly. Right.
I mean, Roman could have been the first quintuple Grand Slammer or something. Shit, I don't know. Anyway,
I don't think you're looking. Hold on, wait. I don't think you're looking at that correctly.
well, Adam's
You're
not.
saying Adam hates everything about 24/7, and
Yes.
he can't give it any credit.
yes.
This is not Roman. I don't want that piece of shit. Roman was giving it back to R-Truth because R-Truth values it so much. That was a babyface move.
Yeah, he loves that European title.
We're going to give you what you want. Something new, something fresh.
Changing this tomorrow.
In the coming weeks and
No,
months,
keep it
you will
as a
be
reminder.
seeing
Okay.
Recorded live from the White Table Studios, it's the Smarky Awards.
All right, so we got 4 awards tonight. Marked out award, the push or burial, LOL, and the pink slip. Brian, I'm going to let you kick it off. What was your marked out? Was there one?
I marked out when Dustin Rhodes did the code red to Cody at Double or Nothing. Fucking 50-year-old man.
50-year-old man.
Marvelous
So
fucking
are you insinuating that the SmackDown rules are a full week like Rob
Yeah.
changed Raw to?
It's wild card rules, right?
Yeah.
I could bring in one
So
thing
for
from...
awesome, you can bring in one rule, not even an award?
That was one of the better memes I saw this week was a picture of Dean in the ring at AEW. Or, I'm sorry, John Moxley.
Yeah.
And he going, the wild cards really got crazy now.
All right, Bob, what's your marked out?
I can't think of one.
Yeah.
Come on.
Are you wait?
Are we discussing AEW or are we going to do SmackDown?
It's
It'll come up in dirt
Stop
sheets.
being such a buzzkill. Just
Yeah.
let us have
Are we,
fun.
I mean, no, Rob, you cannot wait to shit on the WWE product.
That's
I
not
get
true.
that.
That's not
but
true.
are we going to do SmackDown or are we going to do AEW?
That's
you can
not-
do anything you want, Bob.
It's a wrestling show. That's not true either.
Justin and Daisy Man and Duff Beeraholic over on Twitter or Twitch, on Twitter.
What's up, everybody?
Marked out for the frog splash to the floor by KO. That's from Rocky. Havoc stapling a cigarette to Janela's forehead. That's marked out for Bang Bus. Rob, did you go?
I didn't watch, so I'm good.
I know, but I thought you'd pull a Brian and pick a.
You talk about Raw. You can talk about.
I don't
Talk about
want
weekend
to
thing.
upset Bob. I don't want to be a happy wrestling fan and talk about wrestling. Sorry.
Yeah, you can't be happy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Only talk about SmackDown.
However, I'm. By the way, Bob, as I shit on you, I'm right there with you. I didn't have fucking anything.
Did he hang up? I think he hung up.
Maybe. Alex Carter marked out, choosing to watch Game 1 of the Stanley Cup instead of Raw, even though the Blues lost. That's why they call it the Blues. Marked out, Swanton KO did for Stike. And Kofi for Twitch, Justin Reside. Let's move on to the next one. Push or burial. I'm going to go with both here. Elias, he gets a little bit of a push, and then he gets buried very, very quickly. I don't understand the booking of him. I don't know why you do this. It makes absolutely no sense. Brian, push or burial?
Well, I mean, it's definitely not going to be. You can't say push or burial for R-Truth. He's just getting this like purgatory of. I don't even know what it is.
Okay, so for you tonight, the award is purgatory. You know what my ruling on that is?
What? Arati.
Yeah.
This message. This is Roderick Strong. I approve this message.
Sound like Sylvester at the end there. Sorry, my bad.
I got one here.
Yeah,
All
let's hear
right,
it.
go for it.
Burial would be the 24/7 belt.
Hey, I don't know. R-Truth now is the first two-time champ. Bob, did you go push or bear?
He hung up.
Did he really?
Yeah,
Or
he
got
hung-
disconnected.
Oh yeah, he hung up. I don't know why, but
Oh, he really did? Oh, wow. It does say call ended.
Yeah, there you go.
I totally missed that. I guess push or burial. Bob, we pushed him on the show, and he
Buried himself.
buried himself off. He did both. On the board, Rocky says push R-Truth. Push Heavy Machinery. Getting to work with Daniel Bryan and Rowan. Stike, they got to work one night. Let's see what happens with it. Bang Bus says push Orange Cassidy. He's the
Yes.
sickest wrestler ever. Needs a title.
I feel bad. I wanted to talk AEW with Bob. I haven't had the opportunity yet, but I guess no. I guess he was only down for SmackDown tonight. So
I didn't even. I really. I thought he
Hey,
just got quiet for a second.
let me just break in the script here and address that comment. I mean, and
Which
I'll,
one?
I'll be quick. He said I'm just waiting to shit on everything WWE.
Yeah.
I'm not. I want WWE to be great.
You just want to watch good wrestling.
I want to watch good wrestling.
That's what this is.
That's all
when
it is.
Yeah, when it boils down to it.
I don't wake up like, man, what can I shit on WWE about? I don't want to do that.
Right.
I don't want to. I want to be a wrestling fan watching good wrestling.
See, my thing is I want. I've seen, in my opinion, Brian, thanks to you,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of good wrestling matches. I want a good story. I want to feel the investment. Rob, you coined this phrase about the guy, and I never really realized that this is why. He's never been a guy that I marked out huge for. He was never a guy that's in my top 5 or my Mount Rushmore or anything like that. But Mankind,
Yeah.
he resonated an emotion with the fans. Like you felt like you were right there with him. You felt when he won. You felt when he lost. You felt those 17 chair shots The Rock gave him.
Yeah.
Like you felt for him. He was a champ you connected with emotionally. Why? Because of the way he was booked. Dude Love, Mick Foley, the whole thing. Cactus, Mankind. You were like, wow, I've wanted to be tons of different
He's
people.
that guy you always wanted him to get over, but he never got over, and finally got the opportunity, and you rooted for him when he did.
It's like Rudy. He's
Yeah.
like the fucking Rudy, and you're just like, everybody was like so happy for him. I
Yeah.
mean, he swung the Monday Night Wars, many say. I don't know. Now there's nobody we care about. There's no character protection. And yes, we can shit on WWE all the time, but we don't even really need to. All you got to do is watch it.
No. Yeah, well, yeah, but also
we don't even need to.
No, and really, like, none of us want to fucking shit on it. I don't want to shit on it. I feel like I always try to be positive and always try to have a fucking spin zone.
It's hard, though.
It's getting very difficult.
I mean, look, there's so much great talent on the roster, on WWE roster. We want to see all these. I want to see Aleister Black. I want to see Seth Rollins when he actually is allowed to do something. I want to see fucking AJ Styles. I don't want to see Roman. I want to see Drew McIntyre get I want to see Bobby Roode be a fucking massive heel. I want to
see all of that, Rob. The problem is there is no true character development.
Right. No, that's yeah.
I mean, you do look at I think that's the real difference between NXT. I think that's why their feuds are so stupid and simple. Oh, we're going to fight over a smile. We're going to fight over flip-flops. You know, things like that are so simple. Why? Because the characters are so important. Think about when we watched Mr. Perfect, fight somebody, like somebody stupid and simple like Brutus the Barber Beefcake. We're like, wow, okay, this is a cool little switch. Brutus could upset him,
It's not just that it's simple. It's so easily relatable. Like, you stole my flip flops. Oh, if somebody stole my flip flops, I punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Do a story about it.
I don't like people playing on my phone.
Right.
Stealing my flip flops is right up there. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's something there. Alistair and Drew would be great on NXT UK, but sometimes you can't have nice things. Alistair and Drew could be great on the main roster. Stop booking Alistair to only do promos and Drew to be a fucking lackey for how he left because he was a lackey. He was a champ at TNA. He was a champ in NXT. He's a fucking lackey again 3 years or whatever years later. He cried on NXT about how long it took him to get back here. Either that shit was fake or he is just sold out for that paycheck now.
I just see the way they use people, and I'm like, God, how many people are going to go, nah, I'm not going to resign Vince. I'm just not. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's why they're doing whatever they can to just try to get guys for fucking
Sammy and Big E.
5-year deals just to lock them down, just to have them.
Yeah, I mean, them locking KO and AJ down are two commodities that would have swung momentum. Imagine if KO and AJ, who just recently re-signed each to 5-year deals each, imagine if either one of them took their talents to AEW instead. KO and AJ on that roster would be, such a big swing.
I mean, he already just went on record saying. I mean,
No, but
obviously
I'm saying-
anything could happen.
No, but Brian, imagine if he had signed his last contract, it was with them, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
The contract that KO signed in the last 6 months for 5 years, imagine if it was with them. Like, imagine if those two guys did the same thing Dean did. Excuse me, Mox. I got to get used to calling him Dean Ambrose is slow.
Yeah.
John Moxley's might not be. And Bangwa says, free Luke Harper already. You dumb son of a bitch. Next award. Can't believe we're still in awards. I forgot that we were doing awards. Mine's LOL. It's going to be Jinder.
Why?
Just because it's the first time he's on there, the title's worthless, and it was kicked out. Like, he hasn't been seen doing anything but chasing around. This is a former world champ within the last 2 years, and he's below We the Pizza level.
My how the Gingers have fallen, my friend.
My how the Mahals have fallen.
Yeah, even the Sings. Where are the Sings?
I don't know. They can't keep up. Their legs are too little.
Yeah.
What's up with you?
LOL. LOL. I don't know. My notes are over there. Where are my notes?
Here's your note.
Let's see. How about this? Boy. I knew I had one. How about them showing the WWE Breaking Grounds promo right before the Bayley match? However, one of the sponsors is Gold Bond. So they're going over like the Gold Bond thing, like, yeah, so you don't stay sweaty and you don't stay stinky. all right, let's go to the ring with Bayley versus Lacey. And it was just very weird hearing both of those back-to-back. It was
Wait,
funny.
you mean Stomping Ground?
What did I say?
Battleground, because it's in the opening to our show.
Stomping Grounds.
Battleground.
Did I really say
and drink
Battlegrounds?
Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Diet Pepsi. Whatever.
You don't even know the line that you said.
I don't fucking know.
You're horrible.
Yeah.
Rob, you don't have an LOL, do you?
No, I'm texting Bob.
Oh, okay. Pink slip.
Wait,
I'll
forget the
go.
number? Yeah.
Oh, wait. Is there LOL on the board?
LOL for Stike, the MJF and the Save Us Triple H sign. Yeah, apparently Bob was saying that there were a lot of fucked up signs in the Raw crowd.
Yeah, I wish I would have paid attention, but I wasn't. Justin over on Twitch says it's the Benny Hill Running of the Bulls 24/7 title. Earlier, Soji wants to rename it the Benny Hill title. I like that. Bangbus says remove Sammy, AJ, KO. Who's watching Raw or SmackDown anymore? I don't know. We still got Bray for now until they start booking him to lose. LOL, people shitting on the 24/7 belt. That's Captain Obvious. Yep, that's pretty damn obvious.
How can you not?
Right?
Seriously.
I mean, how could you not? Pink slip. I'm going to give it out once again. This is becoming like Jimmy Kimmel and Matt Damon until he's gone. Pink slip for me is going to be Shane McMahon.
Really?
He is ruining everything. He is ruining even the opportunity that Roman could be booked in a storyline where we might care or he might lose. Like, this is 3-on-1. Let's let Roman beat 3 guys. This is stupid. This is bad.
Yeah.
What's yours, Brian? Pink slip.
Pink slip would for me be for Drake Maverick, just because he is so talented, and having him be involved with the 24/7 stuff is just.
He carries around a stack of Kinko's flyers.
Right. That whole thing too, just him throwing at the flyers and stuff. I don't know. He's more than that.
Right. LOL Charlotte barefoot to Lacey's face. That's from Rocky. Pink slip. Shane from Stike. It is always going to be Shane. Except for Justin. He says, give it to Elias. Yeah, why not? Why shit on it? It's not supposed to be fancy. It serves its purpose. Enjoy,
What purpose,
Captain Obvious.
though? There's no purpose.
There's no purpose to anything, Brian. Is Pink Slip only one person? Because I can go all day on this topic, Bangbus says. And then Daniel Price says, you thought I was kidding when I told you Shane's kids were sending him booking ideas? I wasn't. This is Shane's kids? Or is this Shane's kids sending Vince ideas? Either way, it's all a bunch of shit. Anyway, we didn't get to do it last night, Brian.
Yeah.
So instead of the Mud Report, we're going to do a special Tuesday night edition of The Dirt Sheet.
All right, well, let's start off with the best of the Super Junior. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, as much as I would
Captain
like to talk
Obvious
about
is
that.
giving Saudi the pink slip.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I am right there with you. No, take over Jeddah. They should do that. Right?
There you go.
That'll be fucking. Is that where it is?
No, it's in
Is
Bridgeport.
Jeddah next to Bridgeport?
It's in Bridgeport.
Yeah.
Rob, can you remove the menu so I don't accidentally look at the screen
What?
Menu.
up on the television?
I don't have the fucking remote.
It's right
Anyway,
here.
Brian,
You don't look at the
Dirt
screen.
Sheet.
He
No.
Just
wants-
don't look at the screen.
He wants
I'm
to look
trying
at. He
not
wants to
to.
look at Chris.
Oh, did it have Game of Thrones on there?
Yes.
Okay.
So Dean Ambrose. Wow. John Moxley's
Right?
opponent.
It takes a second.
It's a little tough. That was the first time that's happened. His opponent for Fyter Fest has been announced. And do you know who this man is, Sir Baum?
I do.
Is it the Firefest guy?
Fyter Fest. No, it is Joey Janela.
Joey Janela.
Yes. And that was just shown on Being the Elite, the most recent episode. But this you were right. So it's a joint show. It's with CEO Gaming, and this is gonna be June 29th. So they're slowly announcing the card. And I know you were saying that it's not a real show. It's just you thought it was just bullshit. You thought it was like
No,
a fake. What did you think? You thought it was a fake show?
No. I didn't think it was I didn't think they were providing a full card. I thought they were providing 2 or 3 matches, and I did not know that other people were involved in it. The reason I said that is because it seemed like a lot of their promotion and a lot of their storylines, I know it's way early with AEW, but it seemed like those were geared toward Fight for the Fallen and All Out, which is their next 2 pay-per-views. They showed one little, image or whatever up on the screen of Fyter Fest, so I didn't think it was as big a deal. I thought it was.
Gotcha. Well, they're just angling for each show, which is.
They're angling for each audience.
What do you mean?
By doing a joint show, just like you did.
Oh,
with,
you mean with the gaming thing?
Yes.
Oh, I thought. Yeah. Of course.
Exposure is the name of the game right now, and until they get a TV deal,
they have one.
I mean, sorry. Until it starts, until they have a weekly program
Right.
on nationally syndicated cable, they need to do anything they can, whether it's cross promoting with another company, whether it's doing vignettes every single day, whatever they can do to keep their name out there is relevant. Like, Randy when he got injured, the Randy Orton update.
Hey, guys, look, real quick on the board. Don't do any Game of Thrones shit. Adam is still trying to catch up, so don't do fuck. Don't
As soon as you said it, I got rid of the menu.
Don't be
'cause
asses.
I knew they were going to do that.
Don't be asses.
I already knew they were going to be asses. As soon as you brought up what was on the screen, I got rid of the chat. So I'm not going to read anything they say all night because I knew they were going to do something. So I don't even have it open anymore, Brian.
God.
It's all on you. Yeah, I mean, the AEW, the Fighter Fest, it's a nice little play. I know you're all about it because you love Fire Fest.
Of course. Big Fire Fest guy. But so they announced for that show it's going to be Jabali versus Michael Nakazawa in a hardcore match. We got the Elite.
And Jabala, looked good at Double or Nothing.
Right.
Does Jabali have a wacky waving arm flailing tube man?
No.
Jabali?
No, she wrestled Lacey Evans tonight on SmackDown.
It says Jabali.
Wacky waving, inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Cody Rhodes versus Darby Allin.
Hey.
And like I said, John Moxley's in-ring debut against Joey Janela. So what's cool is that they're kind of mixing. They could have easily, blown their wad on having a Cody versus
they could have pulled
Mox
the WWE.
or whatever. Exactly, but they're smart. They're saving that. They're gonna build. Not that Darby Allin isn't obviously a name like John Moxley is, or Cody.
Well, that's why I think it was so smart to have Kenny lose. I was telling Rob this off air. Having Kenny lose, Kenny shouldn't be near the title for like 2 years. He should keep losing. He should struggle.
Well, I don't know about that, brother.
No, I mean, not out of the picture, but like struggle to win it. Like he can be at the top of the main event. He can be in featured spots, Brian, but he can't seem to get over the mountain.
Sure.
Like give a good long chase. Give a year-long chase. Something like that. Don't just. They could have easily. Me and Rob watched it together, and I can't speak for him, but I really thought that Kenny was going to win. That Kenny was going to be the guy that was in the inaugural match for it. I was like, Hangman Page there. This is smart. They're going to use two faces there. And then I'm like, you know what? No, fuck that. They need Jericho. They need Jericho, not only just for the heel aspect, but they need to build that character of Kenny that's hungry and trying to get that title and just can't.
Well, I think they need to introduce Kenny to the fans before they just give him a belt.
Well, whatever clip you played off air last night of the post interview where he needs medical attention and he's standing there talking to the fans and Cody's egging him on.
Yeah.
That's a step in the right direction, Rob.
Yeah. I mean, again, I just want to reiterate. I mean, you look at all the people on this roster, a lot of them, your average fan does not know who they are. Kenny Omega, a lot of people do not know who Kenny Omega is.
They know him by name only.
Right.
Name ID only.
So you're going to give this belt to this guy that nobody knows, it's not going to draw eyes.
I mean, that's what happened with TNA, their first couple champs. I mean, yeah, we knew who Ken Shamrock is, and we knew who Kay Quick was, but we didn't know who Ron Killings were. And AJ Styles was like the third champ or whatever out of nowhere. It was just weird, TNA when they first started. Then there were some named champs.
Sure.
Christian Cage, Jeff Hardy had good title runs, Sting, Kurt Angle. Those were name ID guys. And the in-betweeners, it helped.
Yeah.
You got anything else, Brian, on that one?
No, not so much on that one. It'll just be interesting to see where the card goes, as we get closer. And then if you guys were going to the live event, the SmackDown live event in Corpus Christi, Texas, let's see, on June 3rd, I'm sorry, but because of the wild card rule, there won't be a show. And unfortunately, this has been Jesus, how many did they do now? I think the fourth one that they've canceled in a row. Just because of the wild card rule. And because guys are on a different roster and the rosters are all shook up now. So the shows that they've been promoting, they haven't filled it. So now they're just canceling it altogether. So if I was a fan and I was buying tickets to go to one of those shows, I'd be fucking pissed. They're not doing anything to do themselves any favors.
They're shooting themselves
especially
in the foot
doing shit like this
at every opportunity. they are turning the wrong
Wait,
way.
I wasn't really paying attention. I'm sorry. Are you saying
This
that
is-
SmackDown's getting canceled?
No. They're live events. This is the fourth
Oh,
one
okay.
in 6 weeks
So
that
what are
they've
they-
canceled
so
because
main event-
of the wild card rule.
So main event is going to be off TV?
It's a live show. Put whoever the fuck you want on it. I mean,
No, he's saying that they canceled because of the wild card rule because now guys are working Monday and
Right,
Tuesday.
their travel is all.
They're
so
not going to have them work Wednesday, Thursday too.
okay.
You know, when they don't have a travel day, they don't have a day off.
because the house show is on a Monday.
Stupid. The whole
Shitty.
thing is stupid.
Very shitty.
They overworked their talent. And now they underuse them and overwork them. That's the think about that. Think about how weird that is. They underuse them and overwork them at the same time. How is that even fucking fathomable?
You make them go in there, do the paint by the numbers you demand of them, and then tell them to go to the next city and do it again.
Cheers, fuckface.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
That's about right. What else, Brian?
So Shoji is requesting that we speak about the whole whether or not there's going to be repercussions for WWE contracted wrestlers that are tweeting on their social media or sending posts or whatever, posting shit, congratulating AEW wrestlers or just kind of praising the show.
And then what about the ones like Adam Cole? Is he not
Right.
supposed to
Yeah, what the fuck?
tell
He's-
his girlfriend,
exactly.
like, good job, baby?
Yeah, I'm curious about, and of course Bob's not here to argue with me about contracts, but I'm curious, like, could you have that power to say stop tweeting about that other company? Well, what are you going to do? It's not in my contract that I can't tweet about another company.
And what are you going to do? Like, I would love to be – imagine if the Jimmy Jacobs situation happened and AEW existed at the time. He could have jumped ship to go there, and they could have rode the press of him out. Imagine if, like, even Big E, who wasn't really directing his tweets at anything, gets let go over a tweet. AEW would be stupid not to pick them up.
Oh yeah,
And
that's why I said in our message earlier. I was saying, these guys like Biggie and everybody, they don't care now. They're like, you know what? They care, but they're saying, if you're gonna fine me or suspend me for some stupid shit, I'm gonna speak my mind now. And if you don't like it, get rid of me. I have an alternative. I can go somewhere now.
Yeah, in the old days, you got blackballed by WWE. It was putting a ceiling on your talent. Like, you're like, I can never make more than 50, 60 a year wrestling because I'm never going to be in the right position. You've always got to move around.
So going back to what happened last night, we can talk about this with Sami Zayn dropping the whole AEW letters and stuff on during his promo, and then having it later today when it was on their WWE on their YouTube channel, they cut it. So that kind of led to speculation. Okay, was that scripted? Was that fucking
That's
just
the
him?
best WWE can come up with.
Right, but it is weird that they cut it from their YouTube. Like, why go through the trouble of taking it off of there, right?
To get you to talk about it, Brian. Honestly, I truly believe. I'm not
But
even
again, you're
joking.
shooting yourself in the foot, right? Like, yeah, okay, you're bringing in people because they obviously want to see Sami Zayn mention that on WWE programming, but
It's
where
just
does it
like
really
Vince
get you?
Russo. It's just like Vince Russo trying to claim that there's a correlation between AEW and WWE.
So stupid.
Like that this is a long con.
It's so dumb.
I mean, I could see there be some kind of collusion, like, back in the day where at some point somehow Vince gave one of those guys some seed money, like he did Paul Heyman, that stuff that came out back in the day.
But they don't need it, though. That's the thing. Heyman fucking needed it because he didn't have it.
Before Tony got involved. I'm saying.
Oh, of course.
Maybe
there was nothing before Tony got involved.
Well, there was nothing but $1 and a dream, is what I'm saying. Maybe.
Yeah.
All in. I mean, that was there.
Right,
Their
but
money.
the elite and whatever, I don't know. Maybe something was somewhere, but certainly,
Wow.
like in the beginning, I'm saying in the very infancy, there
Yeah.
could have been something where Vince was somehow involved in something in the very, 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 very infancy of it.
Well,
But
you could say that because there were
I don't believe
mentions.
there's any connection now, obviously.
There were mentions. So do you remember the time when all those guys before the whole AEW thing was even a thing, when they were all free agents and they had the meetings with WWE officials and all that? During that time, they were mentioning Bullet Club and all that stuff, and they were still involved with that heavily. They were mentioning them on their website and like doing with it, like the gaming thing, the video game thing with Xavier and the up down down. Like Kenny was like they've been on the website before. They've been promoted before. forget what the fuck my point is, but it's just
well,
it's just
I
strange.
think your point is so to say on Twitter, like when people can't talk about each other, they're all friends.
But things are different now.
But
Like
they've all wrestled in
I
some
agree,
organization or another. They have overlap of some kind. It's like actors in a freaking Scorsese film. At some point, you're gonna run into each other, on a film set.
Did you hear that they cut the Cesaro what's his name? Cesaro Ricochet match from the Hulu version of Raw?
why?
Right.
Really?
In favor of which match?
I don't know. Somebody tweeted me that today. Like, they did this. Like, wow.
Are you sure?
I'm not positive, but
The
that's
extended version of the fucking picnic or the block party or
I don't know. Like the other show that I watch sometimes that's cut down from an hour and a half to an hour is the old SNLs, and I don't know, 10 out of 10 times with the half hour that they cut, I've never wanted back. So
Yeah.
if they did that with Raw, you fucked up.
Yeah.
What is it? There's your chant, Brian. You fucked up.
you
Fucked up. What else?
Well, Bang Bus, just going back to the board, Bang Bus is saying that AEW wouldn't be a thing if New Japan didn't lowball the Young Bucks on contracts. Which,
Maybe.
yeah,
Maybe. So
butterfly effect, maybe.
So wait, so AEW wouldn't be a thing if guys that got butt hurt didn't try to change the game. NJPW getting fucked by the Bucks.
You can say there were a
Vince
lot of
Cody
events that happened for this to fucking fall into
Jericho
place.
fighting Omega on a boat. I mean, all these things, very, very weird. Imagine if Jericho doesn't get involved. Does this catch the steam?
Right.
That it did, because Jericho could run for president of the Marks. He could.
But it is crazy though. There are so many what ifs. You could say like if the Young Bucks, if they stayed in fucking TNA when they were there for a fucking cup of coffee.
Generation Me.
Right.
If Jericho never went to WWF from WCW, then
right.
oh my God.
There'd
be no AEW today.
Yeah, that's
Raw is Jericho. What's he gonna say now? Tuesday Night Dynamite is
he's
me.
saying AEW is Jericho.
That's
what he's saying.
And lastly,
his promo after he won was basically said that.
I want to hear your opinion on the both of your guys and the board too. Paul Heyman recently has said that he would like to see Brock unify the Universal and the WWE Championship belt.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that is just do you think Brock could be the reason how we kind of blend both of the rosters eventually if they finally ditch the roster split?
So we complain that he takes one title off TV. Let's give him the briefcase to take that off TV. Let's let him unify the titles so then he can disappear with both of them.
Well, we could put the title in the briefcase.
Honestly, Brian, as soon as you involve Brock,
That'd fuck up the speakers.
No matter what you say, I think it's a pile of shit. Because very, very simply, like, it's done. You involve Brock. No matter what storyline you're about to sell me on, the second you say Brock, I'm done. I feel there's nothing to do with his character anymore. There's no avenue that has not been explored.
Whoa.
He is name ID only.
He is wearing a sleeveless hoodie and has a boombox on his shoulder and dancing. So if you're saying that he's not doing anything new.
What the fuck is your point?
You said he's not doing anything new or not doing anything that he has. What did you say? He hasn't gone down any avenue. You are wrong, sir.
He's got a briefcase to win a title. He
does not give a
held
fuck.
for a record amount of time, and there's no room to grow, Brian.
No.
24/7 belts. The only thing.
If he starts breakdancing, or
whatever. Anything else? I'm ready to bang that one. I don't even think Rob wants to talk about it. He got a pissed off look in his face about that one.
What's bad? Do you have any?
He's on the same Brock hate train I am.
I'm good. What's up?
You good?
Yeah.
I'm good.
All right, that's it.
I'm good.
All right, final thoughts. We got 2 go-home shows next week, fellas, for a pay-per-view that we don't care about.
Why 2?
Because it's Raw, and SmackDown. Excuse me, Raw and SmackDown.
So those are both go-home shows?
For the Saudi show?
Yeah, they typically are.
I'm not watching the shot.
Maybe
Saudi
they
show.
aren't so much now because of the wild card shit.
Right?
Maybe let's take 2. Maybe let's just take a week off. Because I'm not watching the Saudi
go
show.
Go on sabbatical?
We could do a special.
Oh, a special what?
For
I don't know.
A Chrisley marathon?
I don't know. Like we could
watch an old pay-per-view or something.
Yeah.
ECW?
I don't know. Bored, you got any ideas of what we could do instead of watching 2 shitty go-home shows for a shitty pay-per-view we're not going to watch?
Yeah, emails at markedoutpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, we're open to any ideas here.
Yeah.
Even Vince-level ideas so we can at least have a good laugh on them.
Yeah.
We could just do a bunch of creative. We could do Marksterpiece Theater and some trivia and some other stuff. I don't know.
Ooh, you could put together a real good trivia show since I'm not shitting on you, Rob, because it was through no fault of your own. But the climax of the Brian and Adam best of 7, where neither of us could get an answer right for 10 rounds.
That's because that's your fault. It's not mine.
I said it was.
Yeah.
I said no disrespect to you. Maybe Brian and I should get a redo.
So I should do like what shape is this?
I don't know.
What color is yellow?
Like instead of making it weekly theme, like,
Current black presidents.
yeah, we could do Wrestling Jeopardy. I'll take the little rapist for 1,000.
Oh.
That's not what your mother said last night, Alex. I can't do that accent.
You did it. That was kind of
Wasn't very good.
Y'all should do a fantasy draft, says Rocky Patel.
Oh my God, Rocky, we
He's
tried.
still on that.
Rocky, I don't even think it's in the archives because it was so early. We did this fantasy draft and we made up stats and all this other crap. It was so dumb. We wasted 3 hours. That's all you need to know.
Rocky says he does game shows.
I see that.
Yeah.
Rocky, put a game show together. Email us about it, and you can come on the show via the White Table fan line and host it.
Is Rocky in Charlotte?
No, I'm saying
No, his
CLT.
His Twitter handle says CLT.
Oh, I didn't notice that before.
I put on game shows too.
Justin says, final thought, thank God I have Special Olympics, New Jersey Summer Games next Friday, so I don't have to worry about the Saudi show. Yeah, Justin, you're not going to miss anything.
Hey, Rocky, email me, man. Email me, markedoutpodcast@gmail.com. I want to see what you do, man.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you could put a game show together for the three of us.
I'm dead serious. I mean, me and Rocky are in the same professional field.
Oh.
So, I mean, I don't know, we get up, maybe collaborate.
There you go.
That's
See?
that's
and how did that happen?
That's toxic.
Through professional wrestling.
That's
Through
toxic.
the power of media.
Yeah.
Toxic.
Love it. It's
Yeah.
great.
Final thoughts, boys. Board, get yours ready. My final thought is pretty much the same as everything else.
I thought you already did it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I kind of already did.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if you had any, Rob, yourself, Brian, you yourself, or the board.
My final thought is I'm just happy to be here talking about wrestling, even when we have differences of opinions.
Is
Yeah,
that
that's
a
a
shot?
good one.
Is that a shot at Bob for Levy?
I just said what I said.
All righty, kayfabe it is.
Yeah.
Brian.
My final thought: if you check out markedoutyear.com, you might find a
Show
little,
it to the camera.
A little marked out elite action. We'll get that up there. We'll do it after.
I'm
going
to
to
tweet it right now.
We'll do it right now. We'll do it
twe-
fucking live.
I'm going to tweet it right now.
God damn it, we'll do it live.
If you want to see Brian's new design, Marked Out Wrestling Podcast AEW shirt, go ahead, finish the rest.
Markedoutgear.com.
Yeah, and you can use the discount code marked out, not one word,
But capital M.
yeah, and you'll save
Capital
10% on your entire order.
Absolutely. And you can get, what do we got? Monday Night DVR. We got a couple other shirts we might sneak in there.
Yeah, we got a hoodie. I think we got some mugs. We got a beanie up there.
Yeah, support
That's
us.
some good shit.
Wear it to your next a live show before it gets canceled.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what? And yeah, that's mine. And I'm not looking forward to the Saudi show. Go. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
With that said, guys on the board, everybody else out in the Marked Out universe, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll see you next time. Same Smart time, same Smart channel.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by U-Record Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful.
For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.
Please, listen to my voice. Take it from the wise old Jew.